All right, good evening, guys. Today you're going to be learning how to graph linear. That means those lines, straight lines. See how mine's a little jagged right there? That's not a linear. Straight lines from tables and equations. Well, from equations, then to a table, then to a graph. All right, you should have your notebook out. Go ahead and title this Graphing Linear Equations. Your essential question you're going to be answering is, how do I graph lines? It's that linear part. All right, a linear equation is a graph that is a line, keyword line. If it's not a line, it's not a linear equation. Solution, when we say the word solution, it's all the points on the line, whether it's decimal, whether it's whole numbers, whether it's irrational numbers. It's all of those points that fall on the line that you drew. A horizontal line is always written as y equals b, where b is a number on the y-axis, and here's the graph of it. A vertical line is x equals a, where a is a number on the x-axis, and this is the one that doesn't have a slope. It's undefined. This is the one, the vertical one. This is the one the slope is 0. If I went too fast in the slide, please pause your video and resume when you're ready. Example 1, when you are given an equation, y equals 3x for this example, since we don't know how to graph straight from the equation, and you're not ready to graph from the equation if you don't understand how to do this from a table, we always put in inputs into our table. And my suggestion is always start off easy. See what's happening with -1, 0, and 1, the easy ones. So how do we figure out what the output is when we input -1? Here's my little scratch word. So the output y is 3 times -1. 3 times -1 is -3. When we input -1, we get out -3. When we input 0, y equals 3 times 0, our output is 0. When we input 1, y equals 3 times 1, we get out 3. All right, now we have a list of ordered pairs, x comma y ordered pairs, that we are therefore going to put onto our graph. So -1, -3, going to put a point there, 0, 0, 1, 3. If you're not making a line when you graph your ordered pairs, you know you're not doing the right thing when it's a linear equation. All right, now here's the tricky part. Since I'm doing this on a computer and I don't have a straight edge, this is not going to be the best, and we learned that today. All right, you should be using a straight edge in your notes. Get a piece of paper, get a ruler or something, and make this as straight as possible. All right, example 2. The steps that you follow when you are going through and when you're given an equation and you're trying to make it into a graph is 1, make a table. And I'm going to put this as a T-chart. Make a table. Okay. 2, make ordered pairs. And I'm going to put them as x comma y values because that's what an ordered pair is. So x, y, start with some easy numbers, -1, 0, 1. Okay, when I plug in -1 in for x, I get -1/2 times -1, which is 1/2, plus 2 is 2.5. All right, when I plug in 0 for x, I get 0 times -1/2 plus 2, which is 2. When I plug in 1 for x, I get 1 times -1/2, which is -1/2, plus 2, which is 1.5. All right, so make a T-chart, make ordered pairs. 3, graph. Graph ordered pairs. Okay, so we have -1, 2.5, -1, 2.5. I'm estimating where 2.5 would be. 0, 2, 1, 1.5, estimating where 1.5 would be. 3, 4, step 4, connect line. If it's not a line, you don't have the right kind of graph. You want to be using a straight edge. You want to be going all the way through the graph, and I don't have a straight edge on this program I'm using, so it's very sloppy. We don't like that because it's not as accurate. But that's your 4 steps to graph given an equation. All right, you try example 3. Remember to go through those 1 through 4 steps. When you're ready to resume your video, I'll go over your answers. All right, thank you for resuming your video and checking your work. All right, so make a t-chart, y, x. X is always -4, so -4, -4, -4, -4. Y, it doesn't matter what y is, because x is always -4. So we're going to go to our x-axis, because x is always -4. This is step 2, graph those ordered pairs. Here's where x is -4, and this is that vertical line that has no solution for the slope. You did it, yay! All right, go ahead and try example 4 on your own. When you're ready to resume your video, we'll go over the answers. All right, thanks for pausing your video. Step 1, make your t-chart. Step 2, make your list of ordered pairs that says y is always -1.5, -1.5, -1.5, -1.5. Doesn't matter what x is, y always has to be -1.5. So step 3, graph your ordered pairs. Here's your ordered pairs. So -1, going to estimate where -1.5 is. 0, going to estimate where -1.5 is. 1, going to estimate where -1.5 is. This is that horizontal line that has that slope 0 because it doesn't rise any. It has nothing but run, but no rise. All right, go ahead and answer your reflection question. The essential question is, how do you graph a line? Hint, hint, it was those 1 through 4 steps is what you should be looking at. All right, when you're done, go take that checkpoint. All right, have a good night, guys. Bye.